That sounds... Alex, I think I bought a dad.
This is my friend James, and this is his Hyundai Coupe.
It's got a slipping clutch, binding brakes, wrecked tyres and lots of damage. It is therefore uneconomical to repair.
James is also a sports massage therapist.
Oh, yeah.
And a tennis coach. So as you can imagine, a car like this isn't really practical for James. All right, fella.
Oh, I don't know what you're on about. It's very spacious in here.
So I've stepped in to upgrade my friend's car to something more suitable. And this is not it. But it will be the perfect stepping stone car to upgrade James, because I bought this one very cheap.
How cheaply?
Oh, how cheaply indeed. I paid £500. What we're going to do with this is fix it up and then not sell it. I want to swap this. I want to swap it for something bigger, reliable, ULEZ compliant, economical and fairly modernish. Let's have a walk around. What do you think?
It's pretty straight. It's a bit dusty because it's been sat parked for ages, but
yeah,
there's 500 quid's worth of tyres on it.
I think you're right, actually, yeah.
Oh, they're all matching.
It's a really lovely burnt orange colour as well. The mileage, what was it, 70-odd thousand?
Yeah, it's pretty nice spec as well. I think it's got, I had a quick look, it's got heated seats, the aircon, I think, works.
So is this like the chili pack or something? I think they might call it a chili.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
No, half leather. But yeah, it's the one you want.
Yeah. We do have a few bits of trim missing. There are some more tyres in the boot as well. But looking at the back, completely straight. There's no scratches, no dents. It looks like a really clean, well-maintained, looked-after car, doesn't it?
Oh, your missing trim is not missing anymore.
Oh.
It comes with the trim.
Very good.
So we'll glue that back on. Oh,
And do we have, what, a bit of spice orange, it's called?
a bit of touch-up paint as well.
Yeah, a bit of touch-up paint.
Alex, it's got your favourite thing in the boot. Alex loves the 4D plate. They need to just, yeah.
In the bin!
Right.
There is a little ding I just noticed here by the fuel filler cap. But overall, this is not a 500 quid car. Or is it? Because what we're about to show you at the front of the motor vehicle probably needs some attention.
Right, the business end.
Yes.
That's an engine. Well, it's got an engine, so for 500 quid you're already up.
Yes. But there is a problem.
You go on.
Well, I mean, I bought it really cheap because I was told that the head gasket is no longer gasketing anymore.
Well, gaskets aren't expensive. I guess we should say the reason we think the head gasket's gone is because the previous owner has had it tested and it was drinking a lot of water and overheating.
Yes.
So he took it to a garage, had it block tested, which means they put a little device in the coolant expansion tank, which is full of blue fluid. And then when you run it, if there's exhaust gases present, it turns yellow, which has been tested, and apparently that was the conclusion.
I mean, the interior is really nice. The gearbox feels just really modern. It's clean, it's tidy. And yeah, Matt has really, really looked after this car very well. But these engines are quite susceptible to head gasket failure, aren't they?
Yeah, I did have a brief research when you told me about it, and yeah, they're quite common. But parts are cheap, and it's not exactly a complicated engine, so head off. We'll get it sent away, checked it's flat, and then put it back on again.
Shall we get our head off?
Yeah. So we've just taken the cam cover off. I say I have just taken the cam cover off. And there is not a single bit of sludge anywhere to be seen. So this has obviously been serviced on time and not late, because if it's not, these will get covered in horrible sludge and varnishness. And so it's definitely a sign this engine's been looked after. It's just a design of this engine that it's failed, unfortunately. So a few more bits and we'll have the head off, hopefully.
If, like Luke, you're addicted to energy drinks, then listen up, because I've got the perfect alternative for you.
That's right, it's time to ditch the crap and replace it with Holy, the super low-calorie alternative to unhealthy and expensive energy drinks.
Whether you want a boost during the day, a tasty iced tea, or if your goal is simply to up your hydration levels, then look no further.
That's because Holy ditches sugar, taurine and anything artificial in favour of 100% natural fruit flavours and colours to give you a great tasting caffeine drink that's super low in calories.
Holy Energy is currently my go-to for long-lasting focus, and because it's packed full of vitamins, it's good for you too. And in case you were wondering, it also tastes awesome.
Holy shit, that's good.
To mix, simply add a sachet to 500 milliliters of water and give it a good shake in Holy's handy shaker that you'll get free in Holy's Starter Set Deluxe.
The flavour I'm loving this week is Cactus Camel because it's refreshing, packed full of flavour and keeps my energy levels up for longer. Oh, that's nice.
What's more, drinking Holy is super affordable too, at just 80p per portion. And if you're still not convinced, then just check out Holy's 4.7 star rating from thousands of users. To get you kicked off, you can try one of Holy's starter sets that gets you a Holy shaker and 14 sachets of their best-selling flavours.
Use code AutoAlex5 for £5 off your first order, and for every order after that, use code AutoAlex for 10% off. Thanks, Holy.
Right, so more accessories have come off. All the cams are out now. Inlet manifold's loose. We've got the the downpipe off. So hopefully everything that's on the head that's attached to the rest of the engine is disconnected. We'll find out in a minute. So you're going to whip the head bolts out, start in the middle, go in a spiral pattern so we don't warp the head any further. And then off she comes, hopefully. There's probably a few other bits and bobs attached, but we'll find those when we lift it. So yeah, we'll get that done now. Hopefully, this will remove itself from the car. And there we go. One head removed.
Okay, so Josh has finally, and I say finally, it's taken you many, many hours because this is quite complicated.
It's longer than I expected.
Yes, same. Finally taken the head off, and now we are going to try and find where the head gasket has failed, which we are also struggling to do.
Yeah, it's normally quite obvious. I mean, if you come in, Jay, you can see. So this is the water jacket round. Each cylinder has a cooling jacket, blah, 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 blah. It can either fail coolant to cylinder, or cylinder to cylinder, or, you know, coolant to oil. It can fail in many ways, but we didn't have oil in our coolant. We only had coolant disappearing out the exhaust. So it must have failed somewhere here, but it's normally quite obvious. And unless it's only just started, then there's slight breaking up here where the sealant's disappeared, but you know, there's not something super obvious. Like my Mini, when it blew, there was a big massive hole, so it was kind of obvious, but we'll check if it's flat, and if it's flat, then we'll just put a new gasket on.
And then hope for the best.
Right, this is kind of an old school way of working out if it's flat or not. It's not science. I'm probably going to blow up the internet by saying this, but you can get a rough idea. So you need a straight edge, so a steel rule, or another, you know, straight edge, and a feeler gauge set. If you can get basically any feeler gauge in the gap when you put the rule on, it's not flat. And you'll see pretty quickly if there's a warp or a bend in the head. I can also tell by looking across if there's a gap. You can see the light, but this is pretty good. So I'm probably going to regret this, but I'm going to call that flat and put a new head gasket on and chuck it back in again. Because otherwise you'd have to take all the valves out, get this machine flat, and then, you know, it's a bigger process. So hopefully we'll get away with this. You want to make sure when you put your head bolts in the block that there's no water or oil in the holes, because if you don't, it'll hydrolock and you'll crack the block. But we don't have an air compressor, so I was using a vacuum cleaner. So we have a new gasket. One thing to note, because we're not taking any material off the head, you need to match the gaskets. There's a few available from B&W or aftermarket, and they have a series of holes here. So this is a 2-hole gasket, so we have made sure we've bought a 2-hole gasket. If you skim the head, you need a thicker head gasket so the valves don't hit the pistons. But because we're not doing that, we can just replace like for like. So I've degreased that, and also cleaned all the holes out, all the coolant's gone. So this can go on here, make sure we don't get any gack and gunk on it. Over that, make sure we wipe off any fingerprints, and then head can go on now. So we have to thread that over there. I've cable tied the timing chain to the guide so that doesn't mess us about. And then exhaust manifold gasket out the way. Come on, find the dowels. And there we go. Head is on. We can build it back up now. Well, it's been a while. It's back together. Everything's in place. I haven't turned the key yet. Hopefully, it'll be alright. Yeah. And that's how you do that. I was a little bit terrified because timing this engine has been absolutely terrifying. I'm not going to run it too long because we haven't put any coolant in it. I just wanted to check. But yeah, it's all timed up. New head gasket. We'll put fresh coolant in it. Give it an oil change and job's a good one, hopefully. We'll see if it gets up to temperature, obviously. But yeah, and then it's for sale.
Right, so as you can see, the Mini behind me is all fixed. I've even given him a good old polish.
Did you, or did you pay a man?
No, I actually did it. But there is one big problem with this Mini. It's you.
Yes.
You are the problem.
I am, yeah.
Why are you here?
Because I really like Minis, and it just so happens that I also really like this one.
Yes.
And I want it.
Yes. So, you have Big Pete. Why aren't you using Big Pete as your daily driver?
So I do use Big Pete. I use Big Pete every day. The problem with Big Pete is it's very big, and I really like driving about in small cars. I also live right next to the ULEZ zone, and if I ever need to go in and get number plates made or MOTs, stuff like that, which I normally do as a motor trader, I need something ULEZ compliant, which Big Pete isn't.
Right, so you've just seen my shiny new R56 and you said, how much that? So, the deal is, James still needs a car.
Yep.
It needs to be ULEZ, it needs to be comfortable, it needs to be big for all his tennis gear and all his massage equipment. So, Taylor, if you can find that very car for the equivalent retail value of this, which is about, what, three and a half grand? If you can find him that, then I will do a deal with you.
I've got one.
What?
I've got a beautiful Old English White Austin Allegro. Good on fuel, petrol, ULEZ, similar retail value.
There is one problem with that, Taylor.
What?
James doesn't like white cars.
Oh,
so
shit.
Otherwise, it would have been a done deal.
I can paint it.
Right, okay. Anyway, what do you say? We go inside, we get on the and we find James
I'll buy a
that
car.
very car.
So it has to, just correct me if I'm wrong,
Yes.
it has to be of equivalent retail value.
3.5 grand.
But do I have to pay that
No,
amount for it?
equivalent retail value.
Okay.
Challenge accepted?
Challenge accepted.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
And so we got searching. eBay, Marketplace, Grindr. No matter where we looked, we couldn't find what we were looking for. And so we turned to the auction house. And it was there that we found a solid option.
I found this Audi.
Yeah.
A4 Avant, 1.8 TFSI. I like that.
That is nice.
SE Estate.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Okay, that would be perfect.
So that Audi that we just looked at is one of the next few lots.
So we are a few lots away, hopefully, for us, James, to get you an Audi A4 Avant. I know it doesn't look exciting, James, but trust us, it's a nice car. Oh, here we go.
Right, 1,825 quid is the cat clean.
All right, that's smart.
Bid.
£950.
I'm the highest bidder. Wait,
Keep going.
I'm the highest bidder. Oh my god!
Yay!
1,000 quid.
1,100 quid. Woo! Isn't that nice? James, we bought you a car.
An Audi.
An Audi.
And do you know what? I'm glad for once we haven't bought a BMW.
Yes.
There are some fees.
Okay.
How much are the fees?
So we paid 1,100 quid for it.
Yeah.
With the fees, 1,440 quid.
I'm going to phone James and then we can show him the picture of the car and then see if he's happy with it.
If he says no, then I won't continue to payment.
Hello, James. We have just won a car in an auction that we think is quite good for you, hopefully.
Okay.
So I'm going to turn this round and then Taylor is going to show you his phone and then say if you're happy or not. Let me turn this round and then have a look at your new car now. It's a bit of a boring colour, but the car itself will be very nice. Are you happy with it, or do you want to stick, or do you want to shift?
Only thing is, I thought maybe not a white car.
It's not white, it's silver.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
that's different then. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take that. I'll accept that.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yay! All right, goodbye. Bye. Say goodbye to everyone, James.
Goodbye to everyone, James.
And that, everybody, is my friend James. He's about as happy as that he will ever get about cars. He's about as happy as I am when he invites me out to the football at the pub. Yeah. So there you go, James. Like I said, let's head to Enfield and pick up your new motor all at your hand. Shall we? Yeah. All right.
With the Audi now purchased, we went and collected it from the auction house. The next step we felt was then to give James's car a good clean. And who else would we call to do that than Viking Detail?
Cheeks clapped.
It's now a few hours later, and as you can see, wow!
Wow!
Yeah.
The Audi A4 has been Viking detailed. You've done a fantastic job.
It's actually a very tidy car.
It is a very
It's a
tidy
very
car.
straight and honest car.
You've done a good thing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, isn't it nice?
Look at that.
That does look brand new.
That is brand new.
What's the mileage on this?
118, isn't it? So,
Not bad.
you picked this up from BCA.
Yeah.
You dropped it off here looking like shit. They have made it not look like shit. What we need to do now is take it for a drive.
And see if it drives like shit.
Indeed. And if it does, then we need to order some parts and then do some work, because my friend James, this is his motor vehicle. And in the word of James, thank you, Viking Detail. If you need your car to be detailed, or if you'd like to learn detailing, then get in contact with Viking Detail, and then you can have a wow car in the future. Should we go for a drive?
What is going on?
Pair of plums.
Let's go drive James's car.
Hello. All right, Chris. We do what now? That's right. We do phone cases. I've got one. He's got one. Make sure you get one.
Oh, that was my bollock. All right, here we go. So, remind me, this is a 2000 and something?
2008 Audi A4 1.8 TFSI
Yeah.
turbo.
Yes, with a 6-speed manual gearbox.
With a 6-speed manual gearbox. It's not 4-wheel drive, so it is only the front-wheel drive model, but
Yeah.
that's better for fuel economy,
Indeed it is,
which
yeah.
is what we like.
First impressions, very, very nice and quiet in here.
Very
Feels
refined.
very comfortable, very refined. We've got half a tank as well.
Yeah, I really like the interior of this car. It's aged fantastically well. I like the push-in key.
Yeah.
I also really like the feel of the gear change as well.
Yeah.
And it has an electric handbrake.
Got plenty of space inside.
Yeah,
Got a nice big boot,
Yeah,
plenty of leg room. How the brakes feel, how's the gearbox feel?
actually really nice. And the clutch feels good too. I definitely think this has had a clutch at some point in its life, because it's
okay.
done 118k.
Yeah.
And it feels really good. It feels really solid. It also has optional cruise control, which
Yeah,
is nice.
that's good.
It's got steering wheel controls. It has seated heats. It's got chewing gums.
Everything just feels very safe, quite cocooning. There's no rattles whatsoever. Everything is nice, kind of soft touch. There's no harsh
Yeah,
edges.
it feels like a quality product.
It genuinely does feel like a quality product.
Do you want to see the most interesting thing about this car?
Yes. Oh, there you go. It's got auto wipers. Jesus Christ. Are you noticing anything wrong with the car?
No, the tracking feels bob on.
Yeah.
The suspension feels really nice. There's no clonks, there's no knocks. It doesn't feel wobbly, feels really tight. It's got a little bit of a lumpy idle.
It does. Thank you. It does have a lumpy idle.
Yeah.
So-
we'll have a little browse at that.
Okay.
Do you know what else I quite like?
Go on.
I'm going to demonstrate it quickly. Whenever you want to come to a stop, and if you can't be. I just saw a light flicker up on the dash. There.
EPC.
EPC. It comes and goes. Let me pull in here.
What's EPC?
Electronic power control.
Oh shit.
Oh no. Is there a reason that someone put this through an up?
Oh shit.
Is that the engine knocking? That's not good.
I think we're going to have to investigate that further.
Oh. What is that?
Why is it turned into a diesel?
Oh no. Does that sound like...
Oh.
That sounds...
Is the engine nailed?
Alex, I think I bought a drag.
What's that?
That's the timing chain thing. What if I...
want to unplug the timing.
Oh. There you go. You fixed it. But what does it do?
Do you know what? Nobody needs to know. Okay, so maybe not so bad. Let me do a bit of Googling
Right.
and I'll refer
faithful.
to some
Okay.
YouTube guides and a bit of
Okay.
Googling. And yeah, I think it could be that.
All right.
I think it could be as simple as that.
Okay.
I'm hoping it could be as simple as that. So doing a bit of further research, I found that this is a camshaft variator. It's an electromagnet and it's a very, very common issue on these 1.8 TFSI engines. So I've been to Udi and bought a brand new, genuine one. There you go, Rory. One plug, it's got a little, that's all it does. There's no gears, there's no real interaction with the camshaft apart from this electromagnet. So I'm hoping it's as easy as undoing these 3 bolts, popping it in and seeing how we get on. So let's get cracking. Oh, that's tight. This is quite fiddly. There we go. And then we're simply, that is hard. There we go. Easy as pie. Okay, so the new one should simply hop, skip and a jump into place. Right, so that is now on. Should we give it a try?
We're expecting no rattling now.
Look, it might rattle to start off with. I don't know if it has to recenter itself or anything like that or recalibrate itself, but let's try. And if it goes bang, there's doors there, I'm out, no warranty, see you later. See, fixed. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that.
So it was clear that the Audi did indeed have some major issues that would probably take a long time to get sorted. And because James needed a car now, the only logical option was to find another suitable alternative, which is where you join us now.
In 3, 2, 1, turn around! Yeah?
Whoa, no way. Is
Yeah?
that for me?
Yeah, this is for you.
What is it?
Okay, yeah, very good question. So just remind us what you wanted the car to be, or not to be. You didn't want it to be black, and you didn't want it to be diesel. This is a black diesel.
Yes.
Awesome.
And
Just
it
what I
is
wanted.
French.
It is French.
Oh,
so,
French.
James, it is
Lovely.
a Citroen Cactus, £0 tax, 70 mpg,
ULEZ compliant.
ULEZ compliant. Also, you may notice
Cushions.
we have got air bumps.
Cushions.
And this is
Alright.
so people don't door your dings.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can literally just in a car park, just open it up,
Right into someone, yeah?
and then you'll be all right.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm liking
It's
this.
comfortable, isn't it?
Yeah.
5-speed manual
love these
gearbox.
seats.
Mileage is what, 100 and something?
Just
100?
over 100, but it's just had a full service, a new radiator, a new cam belt, water pump, the whole lot.
That means nothing to you, James, does
Absolutely
it?
nothing.
But-
But I appreciate it, boys.
Genuinely, what's your first impression? Was this what you were expecting? Because we said to you, we'll give you an Audi, and then we didn't give you an Audi. Does it
Like
do it for you?
Yeah, I like it.
All right. Would you like to open your booty?
Cactus. I really like the rear lights and stuff on this and all the little bumpers.
I do like the lights.
Big boot?
That is a big boot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can you fit all of
Spacious.
your shit in here?
Well, is anyone wanting to find out?
Go on, girl. Ow! Go. Wow. Oh, that's way better. If you want to take a Taylor to a tennis court, then there you go. How was that, Taylor? How was the journey?
Great, yeah,
Fantastic.
thanks, yeah.
Right, get out. Right. So previously, James, with your Hyundai Coupe, how did you get all this stuff in? Did you have to fold seats down and stuff?
I had to fold seats down, but it even took over all that space.
All right, go on, give it a go, James.
You hold on to them.
Oh, okay.
That looks heavy.
It's only
Wait.
40 kilograms. Oh,
Wait,
oh,
wait,
oh.
wait. Will it go in?
Wait. Yes.
Shut up! Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah! That is
Wait,
amazing.
Wait.
Oh, and the racket goes in.
Yeah.
And you have a chair as well,
Oh, I
James.
got
Go
a
get your
massage
massage chair. Yes, you can.
Oh,
Yes,
might
you
be.
can.
Should
The
we
parcel
give it a
shelf.
try?
Oh, and let's just give it a little.
Oh, boys. I am happy.
You have been Car SOS. No, wrong program. Wrong program. So
Very
there you go. We have upgraded James's Hyundai Coupe. It took a few steps, didn't it?
Yeah, but this is the cheapest and newest ULEZ compliant diesel I think you can get on the market today. Also, these are really reliable engines, 1.5 diesel.
Yep.
And I just think it's a really quirky, funky car.
Very unexpected because it's not a BMW.
Yes, and thank you to my best mate Henry for selling this to me. It was unexpected for me because I actually bought this car while sat in a cafe.
Nice.
Thanks, Henry.
Right, speaking of food, should we go for a drive? James, you get in the passenger seat. Taylor, you get in the driver's seat and I'll get in the back. All right, in.
Oh, in.
Right, here we go. Out on the road in your new Cactus, James. First impressions?
Nice and smooth.
It is very smooth, isn't it?
Quiet.
It's really nice to drive.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is everything really
nice.
light and just easy?
Yeah, got a nice gear change on it. All the pedals feel really good. It's just lovely. I've got an armrest.
Yeah.
A little bit creaky, but it's fine.
My favourite feature is in the back, is these rear windows that pop out.
Oh, the little pop-out windows. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I like those.
No, it's really cool. Really nice and comfortable in here. It's quite spacious,
Yeah,
quite
spacious
airy.
at the back.
Yeah, very nice. And it's not a particularly big car on the road, but it's got plenty of space for everything that you need.
I actually prefer this to the Audi by a long way.
I think
A
so
long
as well.
way.
I think in the long run it'll be way more economical.
Yeah.
And it will be more reliable. I
Yeah,
think.
I think so too, and it feels so much more modern.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, when James tasked us with finding a car and he gave us the prerequisites, never in my wildest dreams did I think that we'd end up with a Citroen Cactus.
Neither did I, but I'm really glad we did,
Yeah.
because I think this is a great car.
So, final words from James. Are you happy?
I'm very happy.
Good.
That's a good choice, boys.
Happy days.
Yeah.
We've done a good
Very
thing,
happy.
Taylor. Well done.
Yeah, challenge completed.
Challenge
Thank you.
accepted and completed.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Good horn.
And so there you have it. James's ropey old Hyundai has now been upgraded to a Cactus, thanks to a broken Mini that we fixed, a broken Audi that we didn't fix, and a Taylor who simply can't resist a Mini. Happy days. Oh, and if you're after a fantastic sports massage, then message my friend James and book a session.
Oh, that's good. Get it deep.